4 years ago, something hit me out of nowhere. I suddenly felt like I had wasted years of my life, like everyone else was moving forward, and I was just stuck. At first, it was just a thought. Then it became something else. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat properly. My mind wouldn't stop. I kept questioning everything: life, time, people, and mostly myself. And then one night, it broke me. I had tears in my eyes, and I couldn't stop them, even if I tried. No one knew what I was going through. The only thing that kept me alive during that time was my family. After about 6 months, things slowly started changing. I got a new job, met new people. Life started moving again, but something inside me was different. I didn't see the world the same way anymore. So I started asking a question. Did that experience destroy me or change me? I went deep into research, not motivation videos, not quotes, actual long-term psychological studies. And what I found was uncomfortable. Large-scale studies like the NIMH Collaborative Depression Study, which tracked people over years, show that depression doesn't just disappear. Even after recovery, many people deal with sleep problems, low energy, and even lower income levels over 5 to 10 years. Some research even shows that around 27% of people develop chronic low-grade inflammation, affecting physical health long-term. So if you stop there, it sounds like depression only damages you. But that's not the full story, because when I kept going deeper into the research, especially studies from the 2000s, I found something unexpected: a concept called post-traumatic growth. Psychologists Richard Tedeschi and Lawrence Calhoun studied people who went through intense mental struggles. And they found something surprising. Some people don't just recover. They rebuild into something different. Here's what stood out to me. People who went through depression often develop a stronger sense of identity. Not because depression helped them, but because they were forced to question everything. What matters? What doesn't? Who they are. Most people never go that deep. Another thing I found: emotional processing changes. Some studies show that people who recover from depression become more sensitive to emotional signals, especially negative ones. At first, that sounds like a weakness, but in real life, it can mean you read people better. You notice things others miss. You understand situations on a deeper level. Then there's something I didn't expect at all: discipline. Not the motivational type, something deeper. Depression kills motivation, that's a fact. But if you still manage to function, even at a basic level, you're training yourself to act without feeling like it. Over time, that builds a kind of discipline most people never develop. There's also research showing that people who've experienced depression often make more realistic decisions. Some call it pessimism, but in controlled experiments, it actually shows up as more accurate predictions about the future. Less blind risk, more calculated moves. And maybe the biggest shift is how you see life. Studies using the satisfaction with life scale show something interesting. Even if overall happiness is lower, priorities change. People start valuing relationship stability, meaning more than status or quick rewards. So what's the truth? Depression doesn't automatically make you stronger. The research is clear: it can leave real scars. But if someone rebuilds themselves properly after it, they don't just go back to who they were before. They become something else. Most people grow in a straight line. But people who go through something like this, they break. And then rebuild from zero. And if that rebuilding is done right, you don't return to your old life. You create a completely new baseline. If you are currently in the process of rebuilding, you aren't doing it alone. Share your perspective in the comments below. Let's build a different kind of capital here, one focused on strategy, mindset, and resilience.